While being focused, I will cover less distance than when I am distracted. Now, while being distracted, I will have way slower reaction times than when I was focused. My distance will also be greater than when I was focused. Here are my reaction distance results. As you can see, my focused reactions are way smaller than my distracted reaction distance. I also calculated the averages of both the focused distance and the distracted distance. Here are my calculations to determine the focused time and the distracted time. My car is a Honda CR-V. It has a top speed of 112 miles per hour and acceleration rate of 8.8 seconds from 0 to 60 miles per hour. For my car calculations, I determined the reaction distance for two separate distances, one being 22.34 meters per second and 4.47 meters per second. I also determined my average braking distance. I first had to find the acceleration, which was -8 meters per second squared. Then I found the focus to be an average of 1.25 meters. I also found my stopping distances by simply adding my reaction distance plus my braking distance. After my focus results, I determined my distracted reaction distance and braking distances. I also used my acceleration rate and determined the average distracting distance was 2.79 meters. My stopping distance was determined by the reaction distance plus the braking distance. For my 22.34 meters per second, I got a total of 21.28 meters for my stopping distance. For my 4.47 meters, I got a total of 6.63 meters. Here are my final car calculation results. As you can see, a focused driver has way less distance than a distracted driver. In scenario 1, we have Fred. He drives down the road and typically is a well-focused driver. However, today, a deer jumps out into the road. Will Fred have enough time to be alright? While Fred is going 50 miles per hour, he recognizes the deer with 10 meters ahead of him. With a reaction time of 4.98 meters per second and a braking distance of 2.79 meters, Fred is able to stop at 6.23 meters. This gives him just enough space to save the deer and himself. However, Susie was not as lucky as Fred. Susie is traveling at a rate of 10 miles per hour when a car slams on the brakes in front of her. Susie is texting and driving, and then she looks up with only 5 meters to spare. Will she hit the car? Unfortunately, Susie will hit the car. Susie looks up with 5 meters to spare, and it was not enough. Her reaction distance of 3.66 meters and her braking distance of 1.25 meters made her run out of time right before she could avoid the collision. Throughout this project, I've learned how important it is to stay focused through all times while driving. You never know when something will happen out of nowhere, and you always want to be prepared. While being focused, you have a way better shot at being safe on the road.